Hello, this is Dr. Stan Harris, known as Dr. Breakthrough. I'm reading from my powerful book, How to Build a Big Team Fast, subtitled Seven Simple Principles That Will Create Larger Teams and Commissions. We're reading part of chapter number 4, Concentrate on Providing Solutions instead of just making sales. What is an entrepreneur? It's one who provides a service or product to people for profit with pleasure. If you provide a service or product to people without a profit, you're a missionary. If you provide a service or product to people for profit without pleasure, you're miserable. However, when you provide a product or service to people for profit with pleasure, eventually you will be a millionaire. See, 95% of people that didn't make it tried to do it the American way. They were trying to have a career when they needed to build a network. Isn't that thought-provoking? John Paul Getty said, I'd rather get 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Because if something happens to me, I still have 99% of my income coming in. In chapter 3, we talked about becoming a product of the product, which is so important because facts only tell, but stories sell. You must get a story. You must tell your story often, and you must tell your story well. But the meat of this chapter is to concentrate on providing solutions instead of making sales. This principle number 4, when I finally got it, it was so powerful that it revolutionized my life. When people I talk to get it, they experience a deep transformation, what I call a breakthrough. See, there's a big difference between a salesperson and a solution provider, or a salesperson and a problem solver. Now, there's nothing wrong with sales. And for my purpose here, a salesperson is someone who, instead of having another's benefit in mind, has his or her own benefit in mind. It's just that I have always had a problem with it and always thought of a salesperson as some pushy person who was trying to get other people to buy into what they wanted them to buy into simply so they could benefit. My philosophy is simple. If it's not win-win-win, I'm not in. However, whenever it's win-win-win, I'm all the way in. So essentially, nothing happens until someone makes a sale. Making sales keeps this world going around. But you have one or two choices. Either you can sell or you can buy. Selling brings in money. Buying gives out money. If you give out more money than you take in, you can't live the way that you're supposed to, and you eventually will be broke. So you simply can't give out more than you take in. When your outgo is more than your income, that's your downfall. And if you're only selling a little bit, you're taking in a little bit. And if you're buying a lot, you're giving out a lot. So we want to make sure you understand the purpose of selling, actually solving problems. So as I said in chapter 2, service is the dollar and cents of everything that we do. We had you write the word service down, S-E-R-V-I-C-E. Put 2 vertical lines through the S, 1 vertical line through the C, and you'll see that service is the dollar and cents of everything that we do. We don't do what we do at the service of people or at the expense of people, but rather at the service of people. When I was a professor, one of the students got involved with me in a home-based business. He became a leader, and he got several people on his team. And he said to me, Doc, these people get it all mixed up. They think I'm working for them. I said, if you're going to be successful in this business, you have to have that attitude that you are working for them. See, in this business of free enterprise, you have to cultivate the attitude that you're working to build a team. Some people use people to build their business or to build their organization. But the successful people use their business or their organization to build people. See, every person who has ever gotten rich has figured out how to solve a problem. They solved the problem well and they got paid. And the more people's problems they can solve, the more pay they receive. So regardless of the country, the culture, the climate, or the class, the number one thing that people buy is what they perceive to be a solution to their problems.